a user by this name commented and said that there's a way to gain more frames, or to get more frames to have a smoother face cam. And it works. It just works, as Todd Howard would have you believe. So what I'll just go ahead and do is click this magic button right here. All of a sudden I'm really smooth, etc. So props to him for figuring that one out. And now off to the game. So I don't think you'll mind that much that you won't be able to see my face lit up even during the evenings or when there's lower visibility. And that said, let's go off to the next video. I mean, to the next mission. I am still confused as to what do the results of the poll mean. Because if how many? 28, 29 viewers voted, and 46 or 48% of all of the voters voted for an option of we liked it for a different reason, and they don't say the reason, well, you know, by the time this goes up, I should have a meme video about that. So, now I just hoped to get some sort of explanation, like whether it was for the webcam, or I keep calling it webcam, but it's a face cam, but it can be used as a webcam. Yeah, I use it as a face cam. Anyway, I had hoped for some sort of explanation. Ain't the face cam real small? Well, whatever. Anyway, after flying over the vast ocean for many months, Arthas and his followers finally arrived at the polar region, a frozen continent. Such is the description of Chapter 2, Frozen Continent. We were like a group of refugees. We had avoided the chaos of war on the disorderly battlefield, and only wished... Too fast. I had witnessed the tragedy of war with my own eyes. It was too fast. The warriors on the front lines bled in order to satisfy too fast. At most they would become a string of ice-cold letters in a too fast. You know, it's... I get it would require more effort to do, it's just... If you want to know what it says, you'll have to pause the video and read it for yourself, because I'm kind of... You know, I could read it like this. You know, how to establish myself here on this frozen continent and find that person. But you see, it disappears even then, when I try to pause the game. By alt-tabbing. So... No audio, or is the game just without any in-game music whatsoever again? Here we go, got music. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. I think that's very much copyrighted. Why the fuck does everyone... Not everyone, but why the fuck do people like to attach copyrighted music to their...
This is more like it.
Whatever.
The restless dead await.
So...
What is it now?
I do have curse.
No one orders me around. Finally.
This better be good.
This is more like it.
So what am I supposed to do? Ah, so Arthas is like Kel'Thuzad, huh? He hears a voice, but he doesn't know what the voice says. Or like, he knows what the voice is saying, he just doesn't know where is it coming from.
At last.
Well, I'm glad I have 1100 HP on Arthas. Oh shit. It's actually, it's not all that bad if I let him take the damage, because he can self-heal. But on the flip side, the ghouls can eat a Why would you not make the coil available to the player? Whatever, fine.
Speak, fool. Finally.
This better.
Arthas still heals pretty fast thanks to the Ring of Regen that I got in the previous missions, so... Many Murlocs, lots of Murlocs. An overwhelming amount of Murlocs.
Finally. This is more like it.
These are the weak ones, yes?
What does the
Yeah.
shadow will?
No one orders
The
me
dead
around.
I'll just raise some of them as the skeletons. Hopefully they'll be useful in the fight up there.
Tread lightly.
What does the shadow will? Order it.
No one orders me around.
I mean, I can't use them as...
The dead shall serve.
I can't use the corpses for anything else, so... I still wonder why does poison work on undead units to this day, but hey, I guess balance reasons.
At last.
Woohoo, a healthy skeleton. As healthy as a skeleton can be, that is. You know, an organless, meatless, probably thoughtless skeleton, but, you know, healthy.
No one
Oh,
The shadow will.
seeing that, I ought to
Let
pick up some more,
guide me.
This is
and
more
probably even apply Curse.
lightly.
At least to the big bear, if nothing else.
Around. Speak.
Might be even better to have just Arthas tank.
The restless dead.
There, missed. I'll just heal it. Does it have bash? Oh, I forgot that I actually have a level 2 coil.
What is it now?
Restores lost hit points, huh?
Last.
It's like a 300
This is
health
more like it.
heal, but
Frostmourne hungers.
no, thanks.
At last.
What does the shadow will?
No one orders me.
What's
around.
over here?
Finally. This is more like
Nothing.
it.
Okay.
At last. This is more like it.
More
Frostmourne
murlocs.
hungers.
Ooh, yes. So
At
thankfully,
last. Tread lightly.
I know I don't have to let any of my units get possessed, because Arthas can self-heal, so this is pretty much cheat codes for the rest of this mission. Well, for as long as I can return back here, and I'm not locked to a certain area, which tends to happen in this mission, in this campaign.
Shall serve.
So,
The shadow
No one
will.
orders me around.
maybe I will get a base to play with later on. Maybe I won't. I have no way of telling, so
This is more like it.
for that matter,
At last.
or in the case that I do get a base, I'll just keep the ghouls alive because I can get more lumber with them right away.
This is more like
Won't have to wait for any extra ghouls to be trained, so
Frostmourne hunger.
I think that's a pretty good deal.
At last.
And also, you can, as you can see,
Better be
Arthas is able to clear out many enemies on his own. Partly thanks to Frostmourne, the damage bonus and the slow effect, so he does like 56 damage per hit. You know, before reductions, but still. That's quite a lot for a level 3 Death Knight. And also 100 damage to each target around him, including undeads,
Finally.
and then extra 200 to living. Oh, hello.
Frostmourne
Speaking of living,
hungers. At
what do you mean, you
last.
beasts? Can I heal them? Well, they haven't taken any damage, so...
Frostmourne.
Oh, whoops, I wanted to get that kill. I didn't get any experience for it. There goes the base.
This is more like it.
Hey, that's pretty loud, don't you think? Come on. No. What is it with the in-game music just being always loud? Is it still loud or is it better? Seems like it's better.
Pain shall be legendary.
Yeah. It seems like it's better. Ooh, burrow charge. Oh wait. Yeah, it is burrow charge.
No one
You know, from Heroes of the Storm. It's pretty good. Crowd control wise. But in here it does only damage, and it has a channel time, so it can be interrupted, so that's two downsides. And it doesn't do nearly as much damage.
Shadow will.
But you know, it's a blink, it also does damage. So, I don't know whether it needs... Yeah. You still need to have the area at least explored, if nothing else.
No one orders me.
It's a power creep ability, so it's fine.
What is it now?
He does pretty nice damage, all things considered. Could be better,
Lightly.
but he also has Impale, so...
At last.
His abilities combined do 100 damage. Whoa, crazy.
No one orders me.
Right? The W does more damage than Death Coil, so... I mean, depends on targets, or on the amount of targets. Because this can do potentially... What, 1,000 if there's enough units grouped? Maybe more, even?
Tread lightly.
Well, he has more armor than Arthas, so...
For the Lich King.
This is gonna be very cheesy. Death Coil all the way.
Tread lightly.
Nice. Oh, combined with new items.
No one.
I don't know what can it be combined with though. Maybe it was something in the previous mission I was supposed to pick up.
Frostmourne hunger.
Who knows? I don't. That's why I'm guessing.
This is more like it.
Not getting exactly a lot of experience for any of these, but you know,
No one orders me.
it's whatever. That actually costs quite a lot. Damn, Anubra getting pummeled.
Speak, fool. At last.
There we go.
Tread lightly.
Drawing ever closer to that level 4.
Speak, fool. What is it now? Speak, fool. No one orders me around. This is
I
more
guess.
like it.
Alright, let's go back and heal up.
Dead shall serve.
I suppose I can bring the Banshee because I can apply Curse to anything and then go back to the fountain. I could also bring the Necromancer. I wish I had Unholy Frenzy. I mean, I will, because I'll presumably get a base. I might as well bring the Crypt Fiends. What am I doing?
Tread lightly.
They're tanky enough to survive. Like, for me to be able to efficiently use Coil on them, unlike Cools. So... I'll bring them as well. And they do decent damage. More than decent. If you look at their health pool.
Speak, fool.
This video could have also been commentary less. I mean, all you'd see... I would still be here, down here. But all you'd see would be... Because I had microphone turned off back from because I was making the meme video that I spoke of. Once again, it's referring to the fact that none of you
Frostmourne hunger.
who voted for that option put down a comment explaining why did you like the video, even though you voted for the option.
What is it now?
I still don't understand why were there 27 likes.
This is more like
No idea whatsoever. Yeah.
Speak, fool.
Right, I was just checking out the face cam.
At last. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like
Alright, let's save in case the the music gets loud.
at last. This is more like it.
Hello. or in the case that I find a base. Because I'd preferably want to get level 4 first, for that level 2 death pulse.
What is it?
Oh, hello. Is that the human base?
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Come here. I do want me a few kills.
At
A few extra
last.
free kills.
Finally. Tread lightly.
I do get XP for them, right? Oh shit, they have upgrades? They don't. Why is he doing... It feels like that knight was doing a lot of damage. Alright, 815. Yeah, very little experience, but hey.
For the Lich King.
I won't say no to free XP.
At last.
It's not even quote-unquote free. It just is free. Because I have that fountain.
Frostmourne hungers.
Maybe I'm supposed to be destroying this with... Oh, shit.
Last.
Yeah, I am.
This is more like
Oh, so is this another case of... Oh, come on. Again with the invulnerable buildings? Again back at it, are we?
at last.
I thought we were over this.
This is more like it.
Eh. Oh well.
At last.
I just don't think making things invulnerable is a good way to go, in general.
This is more like
Unless it's important NPCs and stuff like that. Is this important? Does it look important to you? I can't even see a town hall in there. Perhaps it is somewhere in the back. But why don't you just make it so that it's guarded by like very strong units and that regardless of however hard the player tries, they can't get through unless they do the quest. Because then like the NPC gets called off or something. You know, like just making it outright invulnerable. I suppose it's better than closing the area off and saying you can't go here yet. But,
tread lightly.
you know, I don't think it's the optimal solution.
For the Lich King.
That said, I don't know of a better one,
Speak, fool.
but
Ah,
I think it
at
could be done better.
last.
I just don't know how yet, because I don't think about these kinds of things that often.
What does the shadow
Only whenever I play a Flower Fairy campaign, that is.
serve?
Speak, fool.
If this were a Banshee, I think it would be dead. Or close to dead. Maybe not, because I think I'd pull it out much earlier than I did the Banshee. Than I did the Crypt Fiend. Like, I'd be much more cautious about the remaining health on that unit. But still,
Restless dead await. As
I'm
the
just looking for
shadow
some sort of excuse for not bringing the Banshee into that fight. Because I think like Banshees overall are very weak
This
until you
better
get
be
the extra spellcaster ranks on them.
the restless dead await.
You call to me?
What is
Ooh,
it
is that
now?
the base?
Frostmourne hungers.
Well, if that's the case,
At last.
I can actually...
This is more
I can
like it.
probably destroy the
Frostmourne
humans
hungers.
right now. Well, at least the... Oh no. You know what it means when there is a
At last.
invulnerable base.
This is more like
There's not gonna be just one invulnerable base. No, 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 no,
At
no.
last.
There's gonna be hell of a fucking more invulnerable bases around, and you'll have to deal with all of them.
Last.
So that's the region I
This is
cannot
more
enter
like it.
yet. Or
I'll
shouldn't,
make sure you
rather.
suffer.
Our forces are under attack.
So instead I'm gonna
Your pains.
gather some more XP,
Tread lightly.
while there's no pressure, and explore the map and locate the bases of the
This is
enemies.
more like it.
And then, once I get that level 4 and scout the map, only then
At last.
will I trigger the region. Yeah,
This is more like it.
the region and start the show.
Frostmourne. Frostmourne hungers.
Oh, that's a level 8. Well, it's weak.
Speak.
Yeah, it does chaos damage, but what does that matter if I have Death Coil? I do like that Arthas can heal himself, because Blizzard, at least the old Blizzard, have shown that they intended that to be the case, but probably didn't implement it in the Warcraft 3 universe, or like in the Warcraft 3 title, for I guess balance reasons.
This is more like it.
Because in Heroes of the Storm he can heal himself, and it's a very important part of his kit and being a tank. And you can also use it for damage purposes, and you can amplify. You can, you know, with talents you can go either one or the other way, but building it for healing is always going to be easier, because that's its primary purpose.
No one orders me around.
Nice. Bumping up that attack speed.
What is it now?
I did that just to kill the warlord faster. Why? By the way, why is that priest sleeping? I guess it's one of the Gundrak trolls who wants to join the undead, right?
Frostmourne hungers.
There we go, he woke up, unlike the well, the bandit wizard in the previous mission. Also, the music stopped playing. Music in this one, like, has a weird habit of not working, then working but being too loud, so I reload to get it working again properly, then it doesn't work at all. Curious, I gotta say. Curious. There we go, now it's back. I guess I need to just mention the music and it's gonna magically start working again. Huh. Well, I'm partially hoping that I'll bump into the side quest before I get to the base.
Finally.
Wait, was I able to... Nah, of course not.
At last.
But it must be somewhere.
This is more like
the quest, that is.
At last.
Because I'm hoping I'll get like a unit reward. A unit type or something. Because I saw those Nerubians and...
at last.
Or maybe like a Rune of Rebirth on anything. Basically, I'm just looking for... I suspect I won't have any abominations, any meat wagons, any... I just suspect I'll have weak shit, is what I'm trying to say. Because Arthas is pretty strong. But if I can find the possible rewards of that side quest, or like things like Tomes of Agility, etc., before I trigger the main quest, before I go into the base-to-base phase, I'll be much happier. Because it's gonna go better. I'm not saying it's gonna go faster, it's just gonna go better. I expect as much, at least. Yeah, it is on. Oh, don't ever bring units near these. None of you value them being loyal to you. Obviously that was a waste of mana, but hey. This is not really exciting gameplay to look at, is it? That's why I'm doing these kinds of things, like speeding it up with using a W every now and then when it's ready, so... Ooh, oh yeah, I also farmed a pretty bunch of gold so far. Nice. I think the race might have gold rewards set like a neutral Banshee would. Because, like, you saw that, right? It was 49 gold for a level 6 Wraith, contrary to 9 gold for a level 3 Ghost. You know, either I would expect the Ghost to reward 15 or something, or the Wraith to reward 30 or less. And here's another thing. Another tone which is gonna make it easier, and that pickup sound was really loud.
Speak, fool.
Well.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
I also, based on the poll that I posted, and on its results, like, before I posted it, I thought that this wasn't anyhow interesting, the previous mission, that is. Is this where the spiders are at? They gotta be somewhere.
This is more like
right? Yeah. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. Over here. Yes. But apparently, that's what I tried to get an answer for by posting the poll, like whether you liked because of the face cam or whether it was
Finally.
because you like the campaign and know it's gonna get a lot better than the first mission, or whether you like that type of gameplay, you know? That's what I tried to get an answer for, but didn't get exactly what I wanted. Then again, I could have added more options, but I just thought that asking for a response would be enough.
Tread lightly.
That I wouldn't have to put in the response for you.
Speak, fool.
Oh well. Whatever. So, I'll just keep on recording this if there were that many likes because of whatever the reason.
Orders me around. At last.
Because I can't say it's because I had a face cam there or
Frostmourne
that the
hungers.
campaign would be highly anticipated by
Speak,
everyone.
fool.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to blame anyone or whatever.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
My might cannot be matched.
Oh, these quotes.
No one orders me around.
Finally quotes that don't break any impression.
Speak, fool.
Immersion, sorry. No, I can't find anywhere to get my nails done.
Finally.
Or anything of that sort.
At last.
Yes, at last. Oh, it's daytime already, is it? Oh shit, how am I... Well, you know, actually Arthas can fight these. I don't think the red drakes are immune to magic, right? Yeah.
Frostmourne hungers.
Get him!
Last.
In before I finish some sort of side quest before I even... There is some possibility that there is a side quest which is set to trigger along with the main quest. Like in the cinematic you're gonna get the main quest and also an NPC will tell you of the side quest. There is some possibility of that being the case. And if that is the case, well, so what? I'm just exploring, getting gold, clearing out the map, because it's either I do this kind of thing before the base versus base or after. And if I do it after, I'm gonna have many more units and it's not gonna be as fun for me. You know, so
Tread lightly.
I find it a lot more fun if I'm able to do these kinds of things with just a few units
Speak, fool.
where I have to manage them and everything. Instead of...
Finally.
My might cannot be matched.
There we go. I'm trying to bump up the damage and attack speed a bit more, so...
What is it now? Speak, fool.
See?
No
There's
one
the
orders
second
me
base.
around.
I knew there would
This
be
is
more.
like it.
So what I'll do is just at least lower these to get that level 4 on an Uberak. Like, I'm trying to get every advantage I can.
Your pain shall be laid.
If nothing else, I can at least kill the units, even though I think the AI will be able to replace them quite fast, and for very low costs. Because I suspect this is gonna be another case of enemies gather 1 gold and have costs decreased by 90% or something. And they'll probably be cheating in resources. The resource gathering is there as an illusion.
Frostmourne hungers.
Most of the time,
This is
in my
more
opinion.
like it.
My might
Sometimes it's
cannot
not,
be
but
matched.
in Flow of Fairies campaigns I think it is.
What is it now?
So, how do I... Oh, alright, back up here.
No one
So you go up
orders me
there. I'm gonna move the units over there as well. Let's
Let
avoid that.
darkness guide me.
Do not trigger anything. Actually go in... Where did I click? Oh, over there. Right. So let's save in case I bump into a cinematic. You know, why not?
What is it now?
I have heard the summons.
Hello? Music? There we go. Just gotta ask for it.
No one orders me around.
Music is such an attention seeker.
The restless dead await.
I mean, music in this one. Figured I might as well do this. Why not?
Tread
80 lumber head start.
Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
That tree went down pretty fast.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Maybe this music isn't
Frostmourne
copyrighted, but
hungers.
I wouldn't know.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Faithless coward.
I was thinking that eventually, if I stick with Warcraft for long enough, and if Reforged won't turn out to be a bag of garbage, as I think there is a slight chance of that happening because of Activision and Blizzard and what's happening,
Finally.
I'll maybe...
Ah,
Nah.
at last.
You know, I'm thinking that if I ever,
Frostmourne hungers.
not skyrocket, but if I ever
This is more like
attract enough of viewers,
Ah, at last.
to be able to have this as a job, so to speak.
This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
Ooh, extra XP.
Finally.
I wonder whether I could have just Warcraft as a job. And witty, you know, Richard Langley, witty Warcraft, was able to achieve that. But look at how many YouTube views he has, and he also streams, not every day, he has a schedule, I think it's 4 to 5 days a week. I think he doesn't stream at all on Saturdays? Saturdays or Sundays, I'm not sure. I haven't visited his stream in a long while. He also has the Nations open, and I think people donate to him, and he also has Patreon? I think he does. Like last time I checked he did, but last time I checked whether he has a Patreon or not was a very fucking long time ago. So, based on that, I don't think I would be able to...
Tread lightly.
I don't think I'll ever attract 20,000 views per video, or how many... or whatever is the number he gets nowadays. And also, even if I did, with the current situation on YouTube, even if I did, I would probably still have to have some sort of side job, if nothing else. Because,
Speak, fool.
like, if I'd be dependent on having monetization in all of my videos that I release in a month, just one of them, if just one of them got like a copyright claim because of the music that plays on repeat or in certain portions of the video, I couldn't like risk that.
What is it now?
So that Ring of Regen has proven to be very useful.
Speak.
Yeah, right.
Inventory is full.
What is it now?
So that's just what I wanted to talk about initially, but then paused because
Ah, at last.
I don't think
Like it.
that sort of thing, that sort of thought process interests you, the viewer. But then
Frostmourne
again,
hungers. Finally.
you know, it's at
Frostmourne
least
hungers.
some sort of commentary.
At last.
It's not absolute
This is
silence,
what
as it otherwise would have been.
Ah, at last.
What's up
Frostmourne
here?
hungers.
Pretty small portion of the map.
This is more like it.
Oh
Ah,
shit.
At last.
Polar Fur Box, I think I found the side quest. Indeed I have. I'm gonna save the coil for a heal.
This is more like
Gimme. I think I am supposed to attack him. I don't think I can make them into my allies.
Speak, fool.
Maybe I can, but
Tread lightly.
I can make do without him. I'll be facing only humans.
Speak, fool.
So if I'm killing my future allies, well,
Tread lightly.
tough luck. I don't need no allies in this one.
Frostmourne hungers.
Oh, they had chilling attack, did they?
What is it now? Speak, fool.
They do only 29 to 33 damage. Ooh. By they I meant more units, but the knights do actually like 20 something to 30 something. It's like that for a bog did about as much or like similar amount of damage to the knight, but it feels like a lot more when he attacks the Crypt Fiend. I guess it's because the Fiend has 0 armor and medium armor type.
Speak, fool.
That's
At last.
here, boy.
Finally. Faithless
Are you
coward.
blind? There we
Frostmourne
go.
hungers. This is
Got
my
one.
moment. Tread lightly.
It's a chaos damage doer or dealer. Hopefully I'm not gonna lure any. Oh, he has a healing wave. Oh yes.
Speak, fool.
It's a level 8, so I'm pretty calm when it comes to the fact that I could be killing off something I could possess. But no, that's not the case here.
What is it now?
So we're gonna do it like this.
Cannot be matched.
That's looking nice.
Finally.
You know, at the end of a day, the scroll is
Finally.
just a consumable, and although these kinds of consumables are
At last.
great, I can make do without them. At least so far, it seems like this campaign won't be that difficult when it comes to difficulty. Although this is just the second mission,
No one orders me.
Arthas being able to self-heal is
At last.
an incredible gift in making it much
At
easier.
last. Finally. Speak, fool. No one orders me around.
My
Tread
might
lightly.
cannot be matched.
This is more like it.
The summons.
Speak,
Mhm.
fool. Finally.
I serve.
And this guy reflects damage received.
See to it.
That's gonna prove very useful. Yeah. Hate yourself, that's right.
What is it now?
I have heard the summons.
He's hitting pretty hard though, but
Lich Tread
I'll
lightly.
bring him down eventually. Don't you worry.
I serve only the frozen throne.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers.
I thought that would be the case. That said, Amulet of Spell Shield or Gem of Health. Spell Shield isn't gonna do very much against armies. If that blocks one slow, so what? There's gonna be 6 other sorcerers waiting in line.
This
But a
is
Gem of
more
Health is gonna do a lot more than that. Speaking of which, I don't want to keep around this fucking Cloak of Shadows. Why would I want invisibility? Sod off. No.
Speak,
I have
fool.
heard the summons.
I don't think I'm gonna grab the Spell
I
Shield.
serve
Like,
only
maybe?
the frozen throne.
Maybe I will, but
What is it
eh,
now?
why?
Finally.
It's not that good in here. It could be good on adventures, like
No one orders me.
what I'm currently doing, but that aside,
Last.
no. It's not gonna be that good. Like, I'd much rather have a Gem of Health, for example.
What is it?
Yep.
No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
So level 4 Death Knight, 1300 HP, 540 mana. It's going good, and it's looking good.
Speak, fool.
I guess I'll finish them off, although I don't think there's much more I can gain. There's always the possibility of one of them dropping a stat
No
book,
one orders me.
which is what I'm currently after. That and items, but I don't think there's many more items left on the map, so...
Tread lightly. Your pain shall be felt. No one orders me around. This is more like
No, you don't.
Speak, fool. Finally. Frostmourne.
Nice.
last.
There's still a pretty...
Finally.
There's enough space for a third human base.
Frostborn
If that's the case, I'll have to go and fuck up this one first, because it's the closest and...
This is more like it.
Well, it's the closest.
Now,
What other reason do I have to give? I just want to destroy it first.
For the Lich.
And I already... it also seems to be... I feel it's gonna be the weakest one. I can't say for sure, but... you know.
No one is around.
By destroying it, because it's in the corner, and it looks like there's no other bases or any hidden surprises nearby, I'll be able to capture that gold mine, and any attacks that'll try to get there will have to pass by my base. And because they'll have to pass by my base, what I think they'll do is they'll go after my base instead and leave that gold mine be. Or like the base that I'll build there be. Contrary to this, there could be a base or a surprise down here or anywhere up here. You know? So it's just a safer bet in general.
Finally. This is more like it.
Alright.
Finally.
This is a pretty wide... It's like a road. Very wide road. Almost as if...
Frostborn hungers.
Almost as if there was to be a,
At last.
a cinematic
Frostborn
to take
hungers.
place.
Finally. This
Either
is
that
more
or it's just used to guide you around. But the road disappears at
last.
times, so...
Frostborn
And it stays at
hungers.
others. Right.
At last.
Nothing here? What's the purpose of these?
This is more like
It's like, this occurred this occurred a number of times. We just go and it doesn't lead anywhere, but there's no enemy in there? Nothing?
Finally. At last. This is more like it.
See?
Finally.
This has something. There's at least enemies, but why was this empty?
Our forces are under attack.
I'm not saying there have to be enemies, I'm just saying if it's there and it doesn't have any, what's the purpose of it? Just to make the map bigger? You could have also put trees in there. Or a neutral shot. You know, something. Ooh, they've done lots of damage.
Frostborn hunger.
I mean, they've done a lot, not lots. But whatever. It's the third... I mean, it's the dawn of the, what, third day? Let's drink that. That's 350 health and 125 mana, is it?
At last.
Oh, it's 400 and 125, okay. So let's just get back more mana.
Hungers.
If you drop your items, the potion restores a fixed amount. Or like heals restore. Things that restore a fixed amount instead of a percentage. You're gonna get a better... But I think many of you know that, but I'll say it anyway. If you drop your plus health, plus mana items and use a fixed restoration thing, you're gonna get more out of it than you would if you kept those items. So, I have 300 mana, pick this
is
up,
more like it.
415.
Finally. Frostborn hungers.
And I don't recall how much mana I had before, but I think
Frostborn
this didn't
hungers.
double the effect, but added like, what, 70 mana extra? Because I dropped the
last.
pendant.
Frostborn
More
hungers.
creeps. Hopefully one of them is gonna drop a book.
Tread
Hopefully. If not, well, I'm just getting more gold. Probably gonna have like 1400 or 1500 by the end of the exploration. And I think that this is the better way to do it. Like, once you destroy at least one base, then you don't care about the gold or the experience. So,
This is more like it.
really?
No one orders me around. Finally. This is more like it.
Like, I know that from a logic standpoint, when you attack enemies or bases, you would alert them to presence of undead in the region. And by that extent,
Frostborn hungers.
the next phase of the main quest should begin, without you going to the base or not. But, on the flip side, gameplay-wise, it's much better if that doesn't happen, and
At
if
last.
you're free to explore as you see fit,
This is more
without
like
any
it.
repercussions.
At
Which is what I'm
last.
currently doing.
This is more
The only
like
repercussion is the chance of dying,
Speak, fool.
and I don't fear it that much because of the coil.
Finally.
And I'm having more fun than I think I will have in the base versus base, because I'm not saying these are boring, but they tend to be uninteresting.
Tread lightly.
I could also go and murder their peasants if they have any. I don't think they do though. I think the bases are set to get workers and resources only once, you know. Only once a certain thing happens, wink wink. Or like F9,
At
F9,
last.
you know.
This is more like it. At last.
Alright,
Frostborn
map
hungers.
explored, enemies killed, tomes collected, items picked up,
What does the shadow will?
No one orders me.
and Arthas injured. But that's it's just a flesh wound. Maybe I should actually have a look down there. Maybe there's some enemies right around the corner. Because it looks like here could be something. Not sure what
At
though.
last.
Oh yes, there are more enemies. And they're trolls.
This
Get
is
'em!
more
I
like
could possess these.
it. What is it?
But I don't think I want to.
Frostborn.
Almost 1500 gold.
Fine.
Faithless coward.
This is
Nothing.
More like it. Frostborn hungers. Finally.
What's over here then?
Frostborn hungers.
Nothing, I guess.
Finally.
Yep.
Frostborn hungers.
And there's nothing as well.
This is more
I was going to say either, but either doesn't make sense.
at last.
There's nothing neither.
The
Maybe.
restless dead await.
I just decided to go with
Tread
there's
lightly.
nothing as well. I think that's better. Alright then. Save.
Frostborn hungers.
5 workers. 2 more relics. Maybe I'll be able to buy a Orb of Corruption later down the line.
For the Lich King.
Oh, now to remember where did I leave all of these items.
No one orders me.
Well, you see, I'll have to go through the map again. But only after I destroy one of the bases. So, here goes that third hero. What does he have?
Tread lightly.
Is that a cone of cold? Oh, it's a breath of frost. Ooh, this is very deadly.
That sounds
What
logical.
does the shadow
This is one deadly pile of bones. According to our spies, the furbolgs are long dead. Alright.
We demand additional lumber.
Give me that lumber.
No one orders me around.
I don't think I need any of these. Maybe I'm gonna grab the necromancers.
As the shadow wills. What does the shadow will?
Oh. But the priests have this spell. Damn it.
Better be good.
Well... I don't have a temple, do I?
Master.
No. I don't even have a slaughterhouse. Damn it. Roll out.
Shall serve. Or no one orders me around.
So where did I leave items? I left that roast down there, but that's only gold.
Yes, right away.
I don't think there is that much left.
A fateful choice.
There's the cloak of
Yes,
invisibility,
right away.
which I have. So what else did I leave?
Cheeky.
Not exactly sure.
Sleeper away.
What does the shadow complete?
Well, either
As
way,
the shadow wills.
get me 2 more. Will you? There goes the damage upgrade. That's nice. Always nice.
At
The
last.
rest
There we go.
awaits.
So that's the first batch of units trained. Not spawned in, I presume.
The dead shall serve.
By that extent,
Speak, restless
there we go.
the dead shall
Damn it. These are gonna get... These are gonna suffer so hard.
Tread lightly.
the restless dead
No, you don't. Fuck off, bruised up dwarf.
shadow wills.
Tread lightly. Find
Dang it. I mean, I'll kill him, but it's gonna hurt. At least some of my units will suffer for that.
The restless dead
75, come on, I'm gonna save 1 fiend. There we go, and the other one's gonna stay in the path. My base is gonna get attacked any moment, I think. I also need to research burrow. I can't yet. Let's pick up another fiend. Get those 2 upgrades.
tread lightly.
Alright, attack.
awaits.
What is
The
it?
dead shall serve.
I'm gonna send that to attack the barracks directly.
Our forces are under attack.
Let's stack some more defenses.
I gladly obey. My fate is sealed. Upgrade.
There we go.
I gladly obey.
Let's get burrow.
Our forces are under attack.
The sleeper away.
For a minute there I thought I was getting backstabbed. Glad that's not the case.
What is it? At last.
Yeah, that's a downhole. That's another barracks. Oh shit, I didn't think the hero was ever gonna come back, but it will, apparently. Wait, did they fuck up?
No restless dead await.
That was a fast kill.
Forces are under attack.
I know I get impaled, but hey.
Restless dead await.
There we go. Finally, burrow. I do want to destroy the base if I can.
Forces are under attack.
Let's get to Nerubian towers. Get to necromancers, adept training, and I'll need more meat wagons.
My speak fool. This is better.
Tread lightly.
Why have I been suffered?
Ha! Fool.
The dead shall serve. Speak, fool.
What is this? Tread lightly.
What does the shadow want?
Don't let him finish that.
Restless dead await.
Tread lightly.
Dead shall serve. Summons. Speak, fool. What does
They're gonna kill the banshee, right? Oh, they aren't. Good.
If that is no wish,
There we go. Destroyed. He was thinking about it, though.
no one
Wait, there are more peasants left to call? No, there aren't. Oh, there are. Hello. Boners are coming in to say hi. There. Now to kill the hero. I mean, the altar.
as the shadow
Oh, he's not rezzing. Okay, so one base disabled. Pretty much.
I await.
Tread lightly. No one orders me.
And it also seemed like the enemies went to attack me instead of my base. So they either are fixed onto the hero, or just like in the Orc campaign, they will go wherever the player attacks to assist the enemy in defending. Which I think is maybe more likely, depends.
Tread lightly. No one orders me around.
My might cannot be
More
matched.
hunger. For the Lich King.
This better be good.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
Our forces are under attack.
No one rest is dead.
Nope.
At last.
Oh, I'm gonna lose a Necromancer.
Speak, the dead shall serve.
Our forces are under attack.
The restless dead await. Tread lightly. The dead shall serve. No one research.
What does the shadow will?
Tread lightly.
This better be good.
Speak, fool. Frostborn hunger. This
Yeah, I think they're gonna just go wherever the player decides to attack.
restless
I
dead
think this was not a demonstration of that, but like a pretty good example of what I meant. Because that's the second time they could have attacked my base. They didn't.
the restless dead await.
This is the first time I unironically get Banshees for combat purposes.
Tread lightly.
If you look at my
Shall serve.
unit roster, it's actually a not bad unit.
Speak, fool.
Where shall my
Speaking of not bad things,
what does the
I need those Twixter meat wagons. I sure do.
What is it now?
Alright,
Restless
let's
dead await.
finish wiping this base. As in wiping out, not wiping with a toilet paper.
Speak, fool.
What does the shadow will?
Hmm. I always, not hate, but I always found it tedious. Not hated, but I always found it tedious that when you like disable a base and do everything, and it's pretty much crystal clear that the base is not ever gonna do anything. You still have to destroy every single building, you still have to do this, you still have to do that. And I just wish that perhaps there was a trigger in every campaign that once the... But that would probably be difficult to code or to write. Not write, to set up. Or perhaps it would have a lot of dependencies. Would it? Like a trigger where if an AI player doesn't have any workers and cannot train a unit, in other words has like 0 supply or something, they cannot like the rest of the buildings become unowned, and that base is like dealt with. It's like it's just clear that it's not gonna do anything, but you still gotta go through with it and deal with them.
At last, no dead shall serve.
Like if these parts of the mission where you just have to destroy buildings because you have to,
Finally,
not because it would be beneficial, like destroying enemies' production, killing enemy workers and destroying the town hall, so they can't get any more workers. I find it tedious. I already said that, I think, but what I wanted to say, what I wanted to follow up with was, I think that would improve the flow of these kinds of missions a lot.
My life
If there was such a thing, or something along those lines.
yes.
Or maybe like a clickable button in your main hall, like, have you destroyed the enemy town hall? Have you killed all their workers? Yes? Click here to instantly wipe out the rest of their things, because they don't have any capabilities to defend themselves. How about that? Doesn't sound all that bad, does it?
What does the shadow will?
I'm not saying it's a must, I'm just saying I would approve of that.
Tread lightly.
At least in theory. I don't know how would it feel in practice, so...
What is it now? The damned stand ready.
Also, yay, I haven't lost a tower in that. But even if I have, you know, I built them for the purpose of losing them, instead of losing something more important, so... It's a... Even though it's a win, it's a meh win. Or it's a whatever win. Or a whatever yay, so to speak.
The damned stand ready. No one orders me around.
This mission is actually more on the balanced side. It's not like crazy bursts of action in the... Oh right, I wanted to pick up the items. That's right. I'm probably gonna... After I finish the mission, I'm gonna IC that people and go around the map and pick up the leftovers. I don't think you'd want to watch me do that, would you? I mean, I don't mind if I get extra watch time. Although I have no idea. I think, if anything, I have very low watch time. People, like, you viewers come into... That's a plot twist. You viewers come into... Or, well, into... Visit the videos to just watch, like, the cinematics and show... cinematics and dialogues and whatever, and then leave the video. Just attack. Finally. I didn't expect that. They were... Were they? Were they there? I guess they were. So once I destroy this, that means there's probably one on down here, too. And probably... Let's see, if I try to attack this... Hello?
At last.
Hello? No?
No one orders me around.
Okay then.
The dead shall serve.
I imagine this would have been a lot more difficult to crush the bases if I haven't killed off all the guarding units like knights, etc. Or like the group of units at every entrance, but
The restless dead await.
I just think this is a lot better. I don't have to put up with what? With killing groups of units that the AI won't train.
No one orders me around. At last.
Impaled peasant. Does anyone else always feel like meat wagons do a lot less damage than other races, like siege weapons of other races? Mortar team, demolish, I thought that would be in the range, etc. Maybe it's because they don't have the explosion or the crashing sound, or crackling, not crackling, cracking sound that the siege weapons of other races produce. Where the fuck did you come from? Hello? I lost banshees, but it's fine. Because it's fine. Oh, right. The tower is picking off my necromancers, but I can deal with that. There we go. I'm gonna save. Why not? Down he goes.
What is it now? No one orders me around.
Alright, so this is the last few buildings.
Speak, fool. No one orders
Nice.
me around.
I mean, not the last few, you know, but... There's still this big portion of the map, but presumably there's nothing, because I can't get there.
What is it now?
Wait. Can I fucking walk down here? Have I missed something? It is possible.
What is
I don't know.
No one
And where
orders
did
me
the hero... I think it was spawned in, because this base didn't have a hero defending it. Spawn-ins. This does damage to buildings as well, right? Yeah. Could have used it on these farms to make this a bit faster, but, you know, it's whatever.
Speak.
What? A tent camp?
What is it now?
Are there enemies in there?
Finally.
No. Does it lead anywhere?
Our forces are under attack.
No. Then what? Why the fuck is it here?
This is more like it.
Yeah, it doesn't lead anywhere.
Frostmourne hungers.
Well, the human threat has been eradicated, I guess. That's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.